This is News 8 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alexandra Carter. We start with some breaking news. Israel and Hamas agreeing to a Gaza ceasefire and hostage deal this afternoon. It would start on Sunday and last for 42 days. Hamas is expected to release 33 hostages during that time. In that number, 3 Americans included. Women, children, and men over 50 will go free first. At the same time, Israel will release hundreds of Palestinian prisoners. And another story that's breaking at this noon hour, the FDA is banning a popular red dye from foods. Red number 3 was approved in 1907. Then in 1990, it was banned in cosmetics and topical drugs over evidence it can cause cancer. The red dye is commonly found in candy, gum, and cookies. And Wisconsin's fight over toxic PFAS chemicals now in the hands of the state Supreme Court. At issue, whether the DNR can force businesses to test for these harmful chemicals found in everyday items like nonstick pans. The state's largest business group argues the DNR lacks authority, having won in lower courts. But in yesterday's hearing, justices appeared to side with environmental regulators who say the state's spill law covers newly discovered hazards.
This happens all the time. An agency has a general regulatory statute that sets out a standard, and it's presented with new sets of facts. You know, does this new activity fall within the statutory standard?
There is no principle that I'm aware of in the law that if the legislature passes a broad, somewhat vaguely worded statute, but specific enough to do something, that they can't act until they pass, until they have a rule.
The ruling could impact communities like French Island, where residents have relied on bottled water for 4 years. We'll have more on this story tonight at 5. Wisconsin Democratic Senator Tammy Baldwin wants to cut health care costs. She just introduced a bill, along with Senator Jeanne Shaheen. It would make premium tax credits on the Affordable Care Act permanent. These tax credits expire at the end of the year. Last year, 231,000 Wisconsinites were enrolled. They saved $573 a month. And turning now to the weather, a cold start to your day, another cold start, taking a live look outside now. It looks cold, it's clear now, but some light snow may be moving in this evening. We'll check in with Nicole for an update on that. Hi, Nicole.
Yeah, we have some nice snow that's going to be passing through. Nothing too significant, so thankfully we won't have a big snowpack on the ground when our next round of cold comes through. But it was definitely cold this morning. The good news is our warm-up is finally on the way. We're seeing temperatures already in the teens across most of the area. As we take a look at our lows from this morning, maybe if my graphics would like to move. There we go. Our lows this morning, they were just so cold that they didn't even want to show up. -12 in Eau Claire. That's going to be the coldest temperature that we've seen so far this year. Everywhere staying below 0 this morning. Right now, we've been warming up very nicely as we head into the afternoon. Some areas even seeing the 20s already. As we head into our highs, we're actually going to be getting to our close to our normal highs out there, but we do have some gustier conditions moving in as we head into the afternoon now. That's going to put our wind chills mostly through the single digits throughout much of the day in both La Crosse and Eau Claire. And then again, we have that light snow on the way coming up later in the evening. I'll track it all down on the timing and if we have any travel impacts with it coming up in a little bit.
All right, Nicole, thank you. And on Capitol Hill, more confirmation hearings are underway today. They include Donald Trump's pick for Attorney General and Secretary of State. CBS's Natalie Brandt has those details.
Question.
Former Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi says under her watch, the Department of Justice will, quote, return to the basics.
Gangs, drugs, terrorists, cartels, our border, and our foreign adversaries.
President-elect Donald Trump's pick for Attorney General echoed his view of the Biden administration's DOJ.
The partisanship, the weaponization will be gone. America will have one tier of justice for all.
With Trump threatening retribution for political opponents, Democratic lawmakers pressed Bondi on whether she will maintain independence.
More than any other cabinet official, the Attorney General has to be prepared to put the Constitution first and even tell the President of the United States, you're wrong.
Bondi also faced questions about how she will handle pending prosecutions related to the January 6th Capitol attack.
In another hearing room, Marco Rubio sat before colleagues for questioning as Trump's pick for Secretary of State. The senator has taken hardline stances on China, Iran, and Venezuela.
We welcome the Chinese Communist Party into the global order, and they took advantage of all of its benefits. And they ignored all of its obligations and responsibilities. Instead, They have repressed and lied and cheated and hacked and stolen their way into global superpower status.
Other Trump picks, including John Ratcliffe for CIA, are in confirmation hearings today as the Senate moves to put the president-elect's cabinet in place. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
And dangerous Santa Ana winds are returning to Southern California, where firefighters are battling two massive wildfires. Since Tuesday, 150,000 more people have been forced to evacuate, with more than 12,000 structures destroyed. Fire crews are bracing for wind gusts up to 70 miles an hour, creating buffer zones around homes. California's governor says these fires could become the costliest natural disaster in U.S. history.
We saw that our home was on fire and there was nothing we could do. But, you know, we have our lives, so, I mean, you know, that's the most important.
With strong winds expected to return today, the LA County Health Department has issued an air quality warning for dust and ash. N95 masks are being handed out at local libraries. Still to come on the news at noon, the federal government is accusing Capital One of cheating Americans out of billions of dollars. And two large U.S. companies announcing some layoffs. We'll tell you which ones.
Thinking of remodeling? Stop in and take advantage of the limitless possibilities with our local handcrafted cabinets. Talk to one of our experienced designers today. Buyer Cabinets, West Salem. Wishing you and your family a Happy New Year.
Increase your home's energy efficiency and enjoy year-round comfort with Asher Lasting Exteriors. Our windows and doors combine quality craftsmanship and cutting-edge innovation from the trusted brand Renewal by Andersen, and our team provides expert installations backed by industry-leading transferable warranties. Take advantage of our biggest savings ever and receive up to 25% off your entire project. Connect with our team today and request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com.
Wisconsin, one of those places where families spend their winters among frozen lakes and snow-covered hills. With all the fun they're having, it's easy to take for granted how they warm up by the fire or simply adjusting their thermostat. But for some of us, it's not that easy. Some of us need to decide whether to heat or to eat, or to further neglect our basic survival needs. We are working families, elderly, disabled, and veterans, all struggling to pay record heating bills. These dangerous temperatures aren't just uncomfortable for us, they can be deadly. If you are struggling to decide if you can put food on the table or heat your home, please reach out for a hand up. No one deserves to suffer when we can help each other.
Thinking of remodeling? Stop in and take advantage of the limitless possibilities with our local handcrafted cabinets. Talk to one of our experienced designers today. Buyer Cabinets, West Salem. Wishing you and your family a Happy New Year.
Welcome back. The U.S. government accusing a major bank of cheating Americans out of billions as TikTok users migrate to another Chinese app ahead of a possible ban. On Wall Street, the Dow climbed 221 points, while the Nasdaq fell 43, and the S&P 500 gained 6. CBS's Chanel Call reports.
The federal government says Capital One may have cheated its savings account holders out of billions of dollars of potential interest payments. A lawsuit filed by the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau alleges the bank promised the highest rates for its Savings 360 accounts, but instead froze them at a lower rate. The CFPB also accuses the bank of keeping customers in the dark on better paying accounts. Capital One says it disagrees with the allegations and maintains that all of its products offer great rates. Thousands of American TikTok users appear to be switching to the Chinese social media app RedNote. It comes just days before a TikTok ban could take effect in the U.S. RedNote was listed as Apple's #1 downloaded free iPhone app on Tuesday. A source telling Reuters RedNote has seen a surge of 700,000 new users in just 2 days. And 2 U.S. companies announced layoffs yesterday. Meta, parent company of Facebook and Instagram, says it will cut 5% of its workforce, targeting those with low performance. The layoffs will impact about 3,600 employees. Meanwhile, Jack Daniels maker Brown-Forman says it plans to cut more than 5,000 workers, citing poor sales and efforts to reduce costs.
Coming up, feeling overwhelmed at work? See how mindfulness apps could help you find some calm during your busy day.
When we sit down with the customer, we're going to present the options. I want to be completely upfront and honest. I want to present every option to the best of my ability, and I want that customer, at the end of the day, to make the decision for themselves for what's right for them.
Brad Schimmel, prosecutor, attorney general, rule of law judge. Schimmel put pedophiles behind bars, took on criminal illegals and cartels, protected kids and seniors from abuse.
Law school taught me the rights of the accused, but justice for the abused is denied all too often. I'm Brad Schimmel. On the state Supreme Court, I'll apply the law equally, because everyone has the right to feel safe.
Schimmel, for justice.
It's out with the old and in with the new. You know what they say, new year, new you. King Furniture is celebrating the new year with special trade-in offers. Trade in your old recliner for $50 towards a new one. Trade in your old sofa for $100. Trade in your old mattress for $75. And we'll deliver and haul away for free. Shop store-wide savings as we continue to clear out inventory and make room for new styles for 2025. Plus, get free delivery and 12 months, no interest payments. The King Furniture New Year's sale going on now.
When I'm done, cleaned up, and I take the customer down there, I go through it all with them and explain how the equipment operates, show them how the bypass operates, how to set the clock, how the unit actually backwashes, pulls brine, how a water softener actually works.
You earn trust by making a commitment and sticking to it. By telling the heartwarming local stories with the same consistency and dedication as the difficult ones. And serving this community all day, every day. We work hard for this trust and love telling your local stories. Because we, like you, expect more. We are News 8 Now.
In your medical news, more than half of Americans don't know that weight loss surgery is an effective way to improve fertility, according to a new survey by Orlando Health. Obesity can cause a number of health conditions, including many that contribute to infertility. Experts say people unable to reach a healthy weight through diet and exercise should look into other options, including medications and surgery. Meditation apps could help reduce workplace stress. A study published in JAMA Network found mindfulness apps could be a cheap alternative to in-person meditation, and it could help people make small positive changes in their mental health. Work-related stress can damage both mental and physical health. We know about the health costs of smoking, but a new study shows smokers also earn less money. A study published by Oxford University Press found people who smoked regularly for 5 years earned 9% less than non-smokers. The reasons may be due to smoking's negative impact on productivity, physical fitness, and performance. Coming up, a new regulation could impact your air travel, how you can get a new ID to make sure you don't miss your flight. And first, we'll take a live look from CityCam 8. Nicole is in next with a look at our forecast.
We've done many renovations. We bought an old house and have made it into an up-to-date house. Whenever anything involves plumbing, the first call I make is to Maxwell White. Their technicians put together a great final product.
Out with the olds and in with the new at Wesco in Sparta. Grab amazing deals with discounts up to 50% off. Floor models, overstacked, and slightly blemished items must go. So incredible, even I can't believe the savings. Our team is ready to help you find the perfect piece for your home. Hurry, these deals won't last long. Head to Wesco in Sparta. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. And remember to tell them Peyton sent you.
Walt never smoked a day in his life, so when he developed a bad cough, we never thought lung cancer, but that's what it was. What gives a non-smoker lung cancer? A friend suggested we check the house for radon. Sure enough, it was high. We've had it taken care of now, but I wish we'd known sooner. Walt died 4 weeks and 5 days after the diagnosis. If you haven't had your home checked for radon, do it. Do it for your family. No one should lose someone they love because of this.
At Toma Health, we help our community thrive through our partnership with the Toma Area School District.
We partner with the school district in the classes in their Healthcare Careers Academy, and one of them is clinical observations. And the intent behind that class is to give students a feel for what it's like to work in healthcare.
I think Toma Health really helps us help those kids decide whether or not healthcare is a profession for them in the future.
Toma Health, together in care.
With a tankless system, you can have unlimited hot water whenever and for however long you need it. Upgrade to a tankless today and never be left without hot water again. Rely on Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
A new federal regulation is coming that could bring big changes to your next airport experience. Starting May 7th, all domestic travelers in the U.S. must have a state-issued ID card or driver's license that complies with the new standard known as Real ID. They're designed to be more secure and harder to counterfeit, as Chris Van Cleve reports.
After years of delays, starting May 7th, if you want to get past the security checkpoint and onto a domestic flight, you will need an updated Real ID. It'll have a star like this in the corner. The TSA is urging people to get it now.
The closer you get to that deadline, the harder it's going to be to get your Real ID, either whether you want to get a passport or you want to get your license, because there'll be longer lines.
And that happened in 2020 before the deadline was postponed due to the pandemic. And still years later, many Americans are not ready. In 2023, DHS estimated Real ID compliance was growing by 0.5% a month, putting it at around 70% by the May deadline. In Iowa, that means about 2 in every 10 driver's license holders don't have the right ID, says the state DOT.
If you don't have that gold star, it means that you do not have a Real ID compliant credential, and you need to come in and do that.
Getting one means a trip to the DMV. Typically, you'll need a valid ID, passport or birth certificate, proof of your social security number and date of birth, plus 2 items proving state residency. In addition to airport checkpoints, you're going to need this star to get into federal government buildings where they ask you to show ID. You can also use a passport or active duty military ID. Chris Cleve, CBS News, Washington's Reagan National Airport.
Well, we mentioned earlier that we have some snow on the way. It's not looking like it's going to be a significant amount, but with those winds that we have ramping up, could be causing some reduced visibilities for your evening commute. So let's take a look at it. Right now, we're seeing those clouds starting to roll in ahead of the system that we have coming in this evening. Eau Claire could possibly start seeing some of that light snow around 4 p.m. and then getting to La Crosse anywhere from 6 to 7 p.m. tonight. That first band of snow is really going to be where the majority of our accumulation comes from, but it's really going to be moving very quickly, so it doesn't give a lot of time for that snow to really build up. After that moves out of the way, we'll stay dry for a couple hours, but then for areas north of I-94, light flurries, light scattered flurries start to pass through for most of tonight and trekking into Thursday morning as well, until they really start to let up by these afternoon hours, taking a lot of cloud coverage with it. And then we'll finally see some more sunshine where it will actually be somewhat warm outside, at least above average. So it'll be a fairly nice day once that snow moves out of the way. But again, it will be gusting out there, so we could see some blowing snow, some reduced visibilities tonight on your drive, and the potential for some slick spots to start to form as well. So make sure you're using some extra caution on the roads tonight. Otherwise, everybody the majority of our area is really looking at seeing around ½ an inch of snowfall, so enough to maybe cause some impacts, but nothing too out of the ordinary. Those areas that are seeing more of that scattered activity into the nighttime could be picking up around an inch of snowfall. Otherwise, everybody else is looking to stay fairly light. Now, we do have those gusts coming in. We're already feeling some of them right now. Those are only going to continue to pick up this evening. Some locations getting as high as 30 miles an hour tonight, and then we'll lull down a little bit as we head into the overnight period, but those winds are going to ramp up quickly as we get into Thursday morning. That's when wind gusts as high as 35, maybe even 40 miles an hour, especially more into southeastern Minnesota, could be occurring throughout the early portion of Thursday. The good news is a lot of those winds start to calm down slightly as we go into the afternoon, and then the evening looks to be fairly calm, although we do have another batch of stronger winds coming in out of the west as we go into Friday. So here's a look at our lows tonight. This is warmer than our high temperatures have been the last few days, although it is going to be breezy out there, so it won't feel that high, but it'll be definitely milder than we have been the past few days. And then looking at tomorrow, most of the area getting above freezing. It's going to be the warmest we've felt since last weekend. It's going to be very nice out there, especially once that sun comes out. But again, it will be breezier early on, so still kind of chilly in the morning. And then we have kind of a roller coaster of a temperature trend coming up. As you can see, going into today, we're finally getting back to normal. And then tomorrow, Friday, that's not quite right. That should be the day that we get 40 degrees. So excuse me on that one. But then Saturday and Sunday definitely starting to cool off very quickly. It's going to be a very quick turnaround, so definitely get out there and enjoy it. There's that Friday temperature. Thursday and Friday going to be the nicest, although we still have to deal with those gusty breezes out there. We can never really have a perfect day, especially in January, and then it gets very frigid out there. There's a potential for a stretch of a couple of alert days coming up because of that dangerous cold, so definitely something to be keeping in the back of your head, because it's going to be very cold, potentially breezy as well, so those wind chills are not going to feel great.
Yeah, getting colder, right? Monday now, -1.
Hopefully we can get past that quickly, though, into February. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Get through it as fast as we can. Thanks, Nicole. Coming up, images of the newest addition to a German zoo have been released. We'll show you more after the break.
Hard to top, the bargain shop.
When you want new furniture with styles that are nice, and we've made very special buys that are always the right price.
Now in all home furniture stores.
Gotta make stop at the bargain shop.
Where's the best place for local fresh quality meat? The Holman Locker and Meat Market, of course. Purchase a minimum of 25 pounds of 90% lean ground beef for $5.79 per pound, or 85% lean for $5.39 per pound. Shop local at your Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
Don't miss the Carpets to Go odds and ends sale going on now. Take advantage of huge savings in short rolls, remnants, ceramic, LVT, laminate, and vinyl. In-stock commercial carpets starting at $5 per yard. In-stock laminate flooring starting at $3.49 per square foot. Get 12 months interest-free financing with approved credit. Save big on whatever you want on your floor at Carpets to Go Inventory Odds and Ends Sale going on now.
You come alive in the dead of winter and start work early on snow days, because snowed in is not an option. The Kubota Snow lineup of compact tractors, RTVs, and versatile attachments are built to move, plow, blow, and thrive in the winter. So when the snow falls, you can rise to meet it.
Right now, receive 0% APR for 60 months and up to $2,300 off BX Series tractor packages. Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships in Menominee, Baldwin, Osseo, and Arcadia.
Holman Locker and Meat Market, your place for fresh, quality local meat. Now's the time to stock up with our winter freezer filler bundle. Call and order yours today. Eat healthy. Shop local at your Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
Want a great deal on mattresses?
Gotta make stop at the bargain shop.
This chiropractor-endorsed Fusion Lux Hybrid Queen mattress is just $5.99.
Gotta make a stop at the bargain shop.
In all home furniture stores.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Finally today, long-awaited images have been released of the newest addition to a zoo in Germany, a polar bear cub. The mother Nuka gave birth to the cub in an outdoor area at the zoo, which is unusual, officials say. Therefore, the chances of the cub's survival were seen to be pretty slim. For now, their enclosure is not open to the public to allow the mother and cub the time they need to themselves. According to the zoo, newborn cubs are very small and comparable to the size of a guinea pig. Well, we wish him luck on his journey. He is cute. Nicole is back with a final check of our weather when we come back.
Increase your home's energy efficiency and enjoy year-round comfort with Asher Lasting Exteriors. Take advantage of our biggest savings ever and receive up to 25% off your entire project. Connect with our team today and request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com.
To everyone who's hungry for something special,
Culver's is the place for us. Hi, what can I make fresh for you today? It's nice being greeted by people who are glad to see you. And I appreciate that they use real ingredients, like fresh beef and Wisconsin cheese. The frozen custard is so fresh and creamy, it tastes like it was made just for us. It's our pleasure. Just spending time with family, that's what mealtime at Culver's is all about.
from Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious!
We're starting the new year with our biggest sale of the year at Interior Designs Holman. All our carpets are on sale, so you'll save money and get more for free. Free measuring and estimating at your home. Free furniture moving, even that heavy couch and king-size bed. Free removal of your old carpet and padding, and we'll recycle it. Free life of carpet labor warranty for as long as you own the carpet. All at the lowest prices of the year and 12 months no interest financing. Save money and get more for free during the biggest carpet sale of the year going on now at Interior Designs Holman.
At Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics, our goal is to help you and your pet in times of need. We specialize in the gold standard for cruciate ligament repair, the TPLO.
I was worried when I found out Duke had to get knee surgery, but the process was easier than we thought.
Piper had TPLO surgery and is already running again weeks later.
Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics for an orthopedic consultation today.
Increase your home's energy efficiency and enjoy year-round comfort with Asher Lasting Exteriors. Take advantage of our biggest savings ever and receive up to 25% off your entire project. Connect with our team today and request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com.
News 8 Now Sports.
We've had a couple cold stretches with some snow too that had all that buildup on your car. So this is going to be a great stretch to get out and wash your car when we're actually going to be above freezing. Don't have to worry about wiping it off and stuff, but definitely do it now before we get even colder. I have a lot of salt buildup in my car, so I'm definitely going to get out. Or to take your Christmas lights down if you still have those up.
Oh yeah, I still have mine up. Yeah, me too.
I like it to have them this up,
hanging on.
Still up. Yeah,
right.
it's
If we
nice.
can't get snow, at least we've got that going for us.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. See you back here tonight.